Hey guys, welcome to ITS Tactical. Today we're going to be going over some of our different options on our ETA kits or our medical trauma kits. ETA stands for Extremity, Hemorrhage, Tension Pneumothorax, and Airway Obstruction. That's how our nomenclature came to be with the ETA kits. These were developed in conjunction with my good friend Asil Corman, who helped us develop the kits and the packing list that it contains. So basically what I'm going to be going over today are the three different versions we have available now. We're going to have a basic kit, which will exclude an NPA and exclude a decompression needle. We'll have a standard kit, which includes everything basically that we've been carrying up to this point. And we're going to have a military law enforcement kit, which will explain that as well. So three different versions. I'll attempt to make it easy to understand here with this video and kind of show you the various parts of the kits. So pan down with me here, and what you're going to see in front of you is the components of a standard kit with a different kind of combat gauze along with it. So the big deal with the difference between the military law enforcement and the standard kit is right here with the combat gauze. Z-Medica used to have a package of combat gauze that looked like this. This was their rolled combat gauze. So you can see here it came in a big roll like that, which, if you know anything about gauze, rolled is not the way to go now with all the companies offering Z-folded options. You know, you drop your gauze and boom, it's all over the floor and contaminated. So Z-Medica developed, actually Combat Medical Systems along with Z-Medica developed a Z-fold combat gauze like this for the military, which, as you can see, is vacuum sealed and packaged, you know, very much thinner than its counterpart here. The other difference between the older style combat gauze and the Combat Medical Systems developed Quick Clot is that it has a X-ray strip in it. So this is a example of the new Z-folded combat gauze. As you can see, Z folds out like an accordion, and if you look at it closely, it's got this blue magnetic detectable strip in it, so X-ray strip. The purpose of this is that it can be inherently dangerous if you leave combat gauze inside the body cavity. So that's why they created that strip, so that it can put you under an X-ray and find out if you still have this stuff in your body. But this is the military and law enforcement only version of combat gauze. By looking at these two packages and looking at the combat gauze, the only difference you'll see is that X-ray detectable strip within this green package. And it says right on here, it says X-ray detectable, and this green package also has an NSN number, which is a national stock number used by the military. So this is combat gauze, or actually I'm sorry, Z-Medica has recently come out with a replacement for this stuff for first responders called Combat Gauze LE. And this is what's included in our standard ETA kit. So military law enforcement ETA kit, standard ETA kit. Those are the differences. Even our basic kit includes Combat Gauze LE. So black packaging, green packaging. The only difference, like I said, you'll find is the X-ray detectable strip. They're the same, Z-folded, same makeup, same materials used to create the combat gauze from Z-Medica. So now, with this down here, this is the standard kit. This is a standard kit configuration. So ETA kit, ETA kit standard is what's shown here. You've got a pair of rolled gloves, Combat Gauze LE, Z-fold, Ace Wrap, Combat Casualty card, Z-Pack dressing, which I'll show you in a second, Israeli dressing, which we've got a demo of as well, packing list, ITS Tactical pencil, of course, for marking the Combat Casualty card. Just to kind of go off on a tangent here, we include a pencil with the kit because we have tried a couple of different options. We've tried a Sharpie, we tried a red grease pencil, and both of those things, being in Texas, do not hold up to the heat. And you know, if you can't hold up to Texas heat, it's sure as hell not going to hold up to heat that's over in the sandbox. So that's kind of why we elected to go with a pencil. You've got your lubricating jelly for the NPA. This NPA is a 28 French NPA. It's got an adjustable flange on it to fit different body types. Some people have longer nasal cavities than others, so that's why the adjustable flange is on here. You've got the Mojo Dart, which is the decompression needle. It's a 3 1/4 14 gauge needle with a catheter. This is from Combat Medical Systems as well. It's their Mojo Dart. You got the halo seals, and if you've never seen halo seals before, I'll leave it out. There's 2 included in every package. These are essentially to treat tension pneumothorax or a gunshot wound. They've got a severely sticky, excuse me again, sticky substance on them, similar to flypaper, and it's got 2 of them. So if you have to use one, you can stow it away. The new package of Halo Seals from PMI also has a closure on it now, so you can zip those sealed. If you have to use one, you can stick it back in the package. Same with our ETA kits when they come vacuum sealed. Our actual vacuum seal bags, once you break the seal on them, they have a Velcro, not Velcro, they have a Ziploc closure on them as well. So if you have to just pull a pair of gloves out or something, you can stick the contents back in there and reseal it. That way it prevents sand and things from getting in it. Let's see, I think I've went over everything, but let's look at a couple of things in detail. I'd like to talk about the Israeli dressing real quick. This is how the new Israeli dressings come. They come in this outer packaging, and it's kind of misleading. You think when you open this outer packaging, denoted by this little arrow here, that it's going to be it. You pull it out and you get one of these and you start using it. It actually has a secondary packaging inside of it. And that's why we remove this outer packaging when we pack them in our ETA kits, because it makes them easier to get into. It's kind of like Pepperidge Farms bread, where you open the outer packaging and your bread's still wrapped. That's kind of the same thing with the Israeli. So as you can see on the top of the Israeli, it's got a little cut mark here. That's what you rip open, and then you wind up with the actual Israeli. Basically, you're treating the wound site with pressure using the Israeli dressing. So you're wrapping it through this outer cleat here, and you're pulling it over. And that pullover on the bandage puts pressure wherever this point of this plastic device is. So definitely look into the Israelis if you haven't. At the end, once you wrap, obviously you're taking pressure as you're wrapping, but you just tuck this little mechanism in to the bandage after you're done. So I won't get in too much into that. Maybe we'll make a video in the future on actual Israeli usage, but just a quick recap of what the Israeli is. Again, Z-Pack dressing, that's just your standard gauze, just like prepackaged gauze. Looks a lot like standard gauze you might have seen before, but the benefit is that it's Z-Packed. So you can drop it, you've still got the rest of your gauze contained in some kind of, at least, it's not exactly sealed, but at least at the same point you can cut off what you don't need and store it away, if you don't need it. So that is the Z-Pack gauze. Showed you the combat gauze again. Only difference between the standard kit and the military law enforcement kit is military and law enforcement get the green pack of combat gauze. It's a little bit more in price, but that X-ray detectable strip is what brings the price up on it. So back to our third option for kits, and that's the basic ETA kit. The basic ETA kit contains everything in the standard kit minus the decompression needle and the MPA and the pack of lubricating jelly. So that's all out of there. Now you're looking at the basic components from the ETA kit basic. Some people aren't comfortable carrying the decompression needle as well as the MPA, so we've taken those out and offered this as an option for a kit. Again, Israeli, Z-Pack, Combat Casualty Card, Ace Wrap, Combat Gauze LE, pair of gloves, Halo Seals, contents list, and the ITS Tactical Pencil. So hopefully that's cleared up some things with our ETA kits. We offer those 3 different versions. We've got the basic, the standard, and the military law enforcement version. They all come in a nice little compact package like this. You can throw in a cargo pocket, and they're also resealable. So if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments or shoot us an email if you're not sure about what you're ordering when you're looking at the ETA kits in our store. So hopefully that cleared up some questions. Thanks for watching.